Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here, coming back at you with, yes, another video on the ke102 build. Yeah! Who's excited? Me! Okay, so, after assembling the bike, we put a clutch in it. Just giving you guys a recap of where we left off on this engine. We modified the carburetor, we get that all modified. We have the carburetor's modified. Everything's modified on this. It's got a performance clutch. When I take this apart, we'll probably end up breaking the gasket and we're going to have to order a new one. Not that big of a deal. I didn't even put oil in this engine yet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this cover and we're going to get into the where the tach drive is, because that's where the tachometer is going to go, right up in there. So, without further ado, let's just tear into it like a Slim Jim. Some here. Prep that up a little bit. No, maybe, kinda. Yeah, no. Will it work? Okay. Got that. Got this. I already took off the Kickstarter, and I loosened up the carburetor already. So let's just get these right out of our way. Okay. We're gonna try to do this without disassembling everything. So, let's see if we can get this. These bolts are here out. That's out there. Alright. Let me get an extension. Okay. Alright, so get these screws out. A couple of them out. Up here. I'll tell you, these Allen head screws, they're stainless steel and they are awesome. If you guys get a chance to do this conversion to your bikes, it is a good thing to do. Alright, so now we got all the bolts out all the way up and around. I took the bottom ones out when I was away from there because I don't want to run out of time on this video, and I really don't think you guys want to see me take out each and every single screw. That's just boring. I don't know how this cover's going to come off. Hopefully not too bad without killing that gasket. I think I'm going to end up killing the gasket. Yeah, I think this gasket is doomed. Just because that's okay though. If the gasket breaks, we'll just order another one. I'm not gonna cry over it. Oh yeah, it's gonna break. This gasket's done. That's alright. Those sort of things happen. Okay, so all these screws are out. I'm having a hard time pulling it off the back there, which I knew I was going to because it has the oil pump on it. You know what I mean? The screw's not in there. So another screw that I'm not seeing. Negative on that. This screw's out here. And out there. I'll order up another gasket, get that coming. This bolter here doesn't go all the way through, as far as I know. Nope. That one can actually stay on there. The cub. Okay. Take it right up like that on the side. Figure out what the heck is going on here. I think it's stuck on the Kickstarter shaft. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Stuck on the Kickstarter shaft. Okay. Alright, good. And there we go. Lift that whole side cover right off with everything on it. Put it off to the side. Gasket is broken. I'm okay with that. Because that's easy enough to get. Okay, so we have here is our Barnett clutch, the performance springs and everything else. What we're taking out is this gear right here. That rhymed actually. I'll put that up top here. Move this, make sure you don't lose the pin inside the motor. Look at that, huh guys? Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to find a way to push that gear through, and I don't know if we can or not, if we're going to be able to get that in like that. We might have to split the case for this one. But I'm going to try, there might be a part 2 to this. So let's see if we can get this out, or get this in a different way. Gear right there, that's going to pop up through, so we need to get a screw into that right there. Alright, so let's see if we get this thing in there and set up. So what I'm using a wood screw, just a sheetrock screw, and I'm going to go right into that rubber with it. So okay, sheetrock screw, right to the rubber, like so. See how I did that? And then pop it out. That's all there is to it. Just removing that. Okay, I can see straight down in there. And now we gotta see if there's a possible way to what you call it there. I gotta put that back in there like that after. Do that after though. Alright, put that in. Put that up like that. So there's a big opening here where it goes in. So I don't know if I can get that around the back side of it. However, it should be interesting to try it out, see if we can. Alright, so I got my bag of parts. So let's take a look and see what we got here. So this is what the drive looks like right here. Just a spur gear with a thrust washer. I don't know if you can see that thrust washer. Right there in this clip. And this is going to push straight clear through. So this has to go on the back side and poke through there. If we can do that. So, let's give it a whirl in a minute. Let me get this clip off here first. There's a metal clip. This is the downside to this because I've never done one of these. This is literally the first one I've done. Because these are not something you find in the US. So, this has never been an option on a KE around here. So we're going to try to do, we're going to try to snake it up through if we can, which we're probably going to drop it into the engine somehow, somewhere, some way. And I can feel it slipping right now. Okay. Alright, we're going to stop right there for a minute. Alright, you guys are going to watch me fight with this now. The struggle is real, folks. The struggle is real. Definitely going to be a real battle. Oh. What I'm trying to do is lift and maneuver at the same time. I'm going to need a flashlight. I was going to say I don't always drop parts into an engine, but when I do, I really do. Okay. Alright, so I can see the part in there, and I can see where it's got to go. Alright, nice. But the problem still lies that it's got to line up, and that is hitting something in the back there, so it's not allowing it to do so. If I can get it to move over or even up so I can get to line in, alright. Right, and then if anybody tells you this is easy, it is not easy at all. It's like a fishing game. Well, I'm going to keep playing with that to see if I can get that to come through, and I'll be back. Alright, after messing around with it, I have got to split the case. That is okay. Didn't want to split the case. Don't really have much of a choice in the matter, because you can't put that in any other way. So, that's alright. We're going to split the case. Do I want to split the case? Nope. No, I don't. But I will. So, that's what it's going to take to make the ke102 proper. And then I'm splitting the case. So. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start the teardown process on the ke102 split the case. Okay. So let's see if we can take this off without killing it. Alright, probably not. I'm just trying to be careful. 16 tooth gear. Just trying to get it so we can separate the case. There's going to be more than one part to this video. I'm going to pull the mag off, all that type of stuff. So, alright, let's get that plug out of there. I wasn't prepared for this one. Using a piston stop. Okay. I'll get a 14mm socket, which I don't know if I have one down here. Okay. Get the wheel off, the rear sprocket. You guys see all that? Okay. Pulling that right clear off. Part for the seal. O-ring right there. Make sure that O-ring stays in there. That actually goes back. Okay. Then we'll take off the flywheel. All this for a tachometer drive, guys. This is called dedication. But if I don't put this in there, it's not going to be proper, you know what I mean? Alright. Pull the mag off. Magneto. And then it's exposing the 12 volt CDI unit. Take the flywheel key out. Alright. Then we got 2 bolts, 2 big ones up in there. We'll take those out. Alright. Remove the 2 bolts for the mag plate. Get your grommet, unplug your neutral safety, and the whole thing comes out. And that's what it looks like right there when it's all done. 12 volt and a CDI. Alright, now we get that part all done. I honestly thought I could sneak that through there, but apparently you can't. I'm going to send this head out to Bob, and Bob is going to machine it for me to accept a decompression. So I might as well get that off anyway. Get that sent out to him for the decompression. This is the high compression head off of a Trail Boss 100. There's the brand new piston in there. Look at that thing, huh? Okay, slide the gasket off. It's a brand new head gasket. Head gaskets are reusable, guys, just so you know. Well, you don't bend them. Support that piston. Base gasket. It's brand new. You can see how nice that cylinder looks, huh? Look at that thing glistening. You can see a reflection off of it. Alright. And our brand new piston. Okay. Whew. Guys. Alright, so now we're going to remove everything that we can off this thing to get this cover separated. And then once the covers, the two halves are separated, then I'll be able to put that back in. So, unbelievable. Alright, so before we do anything, take my clip out. I'm going to remove that piston. I don't want anything to damage that thing. When you do a lot of engines, you acquire tools like this. See all those little steps on there? Those go in the wrist pin. Find the proper one. You can push it right out. And remove the piston. And it's bearing. Just like that. Okay, so now, the next part of this whole mess is going to be to take off all these Allen head bolts. If I can find a way to do with that tool, here it is. Right here. Like I said, it's probably going to be a couple of videos on this one. Can get that piece in today, and then a little bit of paint in there. Makes it a little difficult to come out. There we go. Definitely the paint. This engine had extremely low miles on it. Very happy to acquire this engine. Like I said, I got this one in Vermont, and on that bike. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, these Allen head bolts are the way to go. Definitely the way to go. Get some good torque on them. I'm just cracking them all loose at the moment. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of break. I'm going to grab all these screws out of here and I'll be back. Alright, so I got the case off. Basically, I took all the screws off, and on the front mount, I just popped it out. I thought I was on record, but I wasn't, so I apologize for that. But basically what I do is I take a screwdriver, and on the mount, in between the mount, I pop it there to pry it out, and I do the top one up top here, and it pops right out. Typically. Sometimes you have a case where the silicone is so in there and so tight, it becomes a beast of burden. But this one right here, obviously, has got 0 miles on it, so it's in excellent, excellent condition. So we're not going to worry about any of that. Alright, so going from there, I got the gear right here, and we're going to push this through. This is the, actually it doesn't go in there, the check ball. Hold on one second. Okay, that goes on the other one. I need that. Alright, so now, let's back up in here like this. Over here is where we're working. Right in that little section over there. There is going to be a 2-part deal on this video. So, this is the one. We got the thrust washer down bottom. Right there. The thrust washer is on. And that's going to go through the hole. Now the reason why I couldn't get that through before is because there's a bank right here and it won't let you go through that way. So you have to split the case. Didn't know and never did one before. So now we know. So this gear right here is going to drive our tachometer drive. Okay. Then we have to put the other part of that gear in, which we'll do right now. So for that, I got a cool little thrust washer. I'm going to put down bottom there first. Seats right in there. And then I'm going to use one of these tach drives. What's this one here I want to use? They're both a nice shape. And that's what the tach drive looks like right there. And that's going to go down through the hole. And then it'll be all sealed in there with that seal. So, let's get that. How was that going to go in there like that? That can't go in like that. Okay. So I'm not sure if the seal goes in with it and it pushes all the way down through. I'm not exactly sure about that. So I'm going to take a quick peek. Yeah, it looks like it might. Okay, so we're going to get a lubricant on that. Lube it so it slides down in. Should seat right about there. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Lubricate that up. We don't want to be, in case we have to pull it out, because I'm not sure if this is the proper way this goes in. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Try it this way. Yep, it's going to fit like that, like so. Into the, oh yeah, no, that doesn't go in like that. Okay, good. Push this down a little bit further. And it's going to sit like that, so now they're going to mesh. So this spur gear right here is going to turn this gear right here, and the tachometer cable goes into the top, and then you get your seal. So I'm going to put the seal in next. And then the ke102 is going to have, that's it, that's how it goes. Okay, there's something to drive that down in there with. The socket's a little too big. Try this one. Yep, that's perfect. Just like so. And then that right there will be, see if I can move it up. Oh, it's good. It's all good there. Cable will fit right up on top there like so. Nice. Pokes down through and boom. And that is all there is to it, guys. So I'm going to double check it real quick. Okay, to test fit, we'll take the cable. Check that out. There we go, just like that. If you can see it moving. Alright, where's my... Yep, that's in the right spot. Yep, that's going to work out perfect. And then when that turns, it'll turn the gear on the other end. See that. Hold on. 1 second. Yep, so that's going to work out good. That's going to drive it. There's a seal that goes on the end. And then it pops up like that. Perfect. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right. So now the ke102 has a tach drive. And we're going to go back on the other side and finish that side up. Should take a couple minutes. All right. To finish off this, we're going to use a little key. Little woodruff key, they call them. Put that on there like so. I have the gear that we took off of the ke100 engine. And it's going to give us a hard time all the way, isn't it? Oh, I just dropped the key. Yep, dropped it right out the back. Okay. Man, this is not an easy task, I'll tell you. Okay. Alright. Put this back on here again. Pushed it right off the back. That's what happened. Make sure there's no debris or dirt. Japan. Okay. Try this again. There is a spot where that key goes into, but I can't seem to get it into it. In fact, it's not even meshing with the gear. What's up with that? I'm literally just pushing the gear off of it. Come on. Okay. After a shade under a decade, and I had done this like 100 times. I'm not even kidding you. It was a nightmare. So basically, what you got to do is the little key that holds this all on. Okay, this little Woodruff key right here has to be dead straight. Can't be at a slight angle. Can't be at any angle. Has to be straight on, and then it fit through. It took a while to get it that way. I'm not going to lie to you, it was a pain in the neck. I never want to do that again, but I probably will. So, okay, so next step is the, what do you call it? The clutch piece right here is messed up. Okay, so I gotta put that back in the drum piece there. That only did that because I had the shifter off. So let me tip that back. Put that underneath. If I can. Okay. That's for the shifter drum. We got that part done. Alright. So now we have a tach drive on a ke100 or ke102 build. The next step is to clean up all the gasket surfaces, re-silicone, put it back together. I'm going to end the video right now. So I will talk to you guys a little later. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing.